Hey girl, hey. Okay, so I'm Jennifer. I'm back, but just a like, but with a little different of a story, a little bit different of a video. Usually I do these kind of singing videos, I'm exploring a new topic, and it's something that touches near and dear to my heart, and it's not really a funny kind of video. Yeah, it's not really a funny video, but I'll try and make it more upbeat. But this video, we're going to be talking about 3 things: depression, self-harm, and anorexia. Or something with an eating disorder, whichever. But we're pretty much going to be talking about what not to say with people who struggle with these. So I have 3 little note cards here. My handwriting sucks, but let's touch base on depression first. Okay, so the first thing I have is just get over it. Don't be sad. Don't say that, because they don't have a choice. They can't just get over it. It's like saying, like, you chose to be depressed. You chose to be sad all the time. They didn't choose. It's a chemical imbalance in your brain. They didn't choose. So you saying that just brings them down, and it's like, I shouldn't be this way. Like, I'm doing something wrong, when they're not. The next thing I have, people have it worse. Yes, that's true. Some people do have it worse. But to them, this is big. It's hurting them. You saying people have it worse is just like saying your problems don't matter. Your problems don't matter. Like, so don't say that. It's just rude and hurtful. You're pretending. I don't know why anyone would ever pretend to have depression. I know I'm definitely not pretending. And if someone out there is pretending, then that's sickening. You should never pretend to have a mental illness. And people don't, so you're telling someone, oh, you're just pretending, like, you just want attention. No. People who have depression have mental illness. So you say you're just pretending is just, again, like, their problems don't matter. It's very mean and very cruel. Okay, and then the last one was, what do you have to be sad about? With depression, it's not always that they have exactly something to be sad about. It's just chemical in their brain. They have more, I can't remember what the chemical is called, but it's just like a feeling of sadness. They may not have something exactly to be sad about. They're sad, and they can't help it. Or it could be like the littlest things, like, I dropped my glass jar and it shattered. That has upset me before. Or like, oh my god, I ran over a squirrel. Like, they're sad. Like, and they don't choose to be sad. Just, yeah. So, that's touching base on depression. I can go completely in depth with that in another video if you want to know, like, my story or, like, something like that. Let's move on to self-harm. Okay, so, first thing, just stop. It's not that easy. I've had people come up to me and be like, oh, well, just stop. Like, just stop. And they don't understand when I say it's not that easy. Like, it's an addiction. I'm sorry, my back, like, really itches. Like, it's an addiction. Like, it's like when someone's addicted to cigarettes, you crave it. And it's how people get rid of their pain. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not condoning any of this. I do not think you should cut. I do not think you should self-harm in any way. Okay. But I do not think you should self-harm in any way, so I don't want to get comments saying like, oh, well, you're telling people it's okay to self-harm. I'm not. But it's harder than you think. Like, saying just stop is like, they feel alone. Like, because, like, it's not really a choice. Like, they crave, like, I don't know how to describe this to where I get a bunch of haters, but, like, they're addicted to it. It's just like being addicted to clothes, you want to do it. next thing. What do you use? I know for me, at least, I hate it when people ask me, what do you use? And a lot of my people I knew, or friends that I knew that did it, they hate it when people ask me, well, what do you even use? Because then they feel like, oh, well, now they're not going to let me near this, or this. Or this, they're not going to let me have, like, paper clips or anything. Or if that person that they tell starts self-harming, they are going to feel horrible because they're going to be like, I told them what I use. And just asking for someone what they use, it's just hurtful to them. You don't have a reason. Everybody who self-harms has a reason. It's deep sadness or frustration in themselves. It's a real problem, and saying you don't have a reason is like, your problem doesn't matter. Like, you don't have an actual reason. Like, even the smallest reason to a self-harmer is the biggest reason, so you just don't ever say they don't have a reason. Because if they're doing it, then obviously they have a reason, and you just need to talk to them. And the last thing for this is, you're doing this for attention. People who clap for attention are low of the low, because this is a horrible, horrible thing that people deal with. I know. I've been there, and I still am there. It's just horrible, so telling them they do it for attention makes them feel like they have to keep it inside because nobody's gonna listen, nobody's gonna care. And that's the worst thing someone can have because they already feel alone. I'm sorry. But just don't say you're doing it for attention because they're not. They're not. You just need to listen and love. And the last thing I have is anorexia/eating disorder. Okay. Just eat. This is just like the just stop. It's hard because they are scared of eating. I know. They're scared of it. They're terrified to gain weight. And yes, they need to eat. Yes, they do. But instead of being like, just eat, be like, kind of barter with them. I know that worked with me. Like, if you eat this, you don't have to eat that. Or if you do this, or if you eat this, we can go do that. Kind of like, don't make them feel like they're like trapped. They're saying like, just eat, like, just eat. Like, no, just be like, if you eat this, you can do that. Or, like, eat all of this, and then you don't have to eat all of that. Just barter. Just don't say just eat, because that hurts. You're so skinny. Anorexia people don't see themselves as skinny. And when you say, you're so skinny, it makes them feel like, I might be skinny, but I look huge. And I need to get skinnier. No, don't be like, you're so skinny, because then they're like, or like, they'll be like, okay, so if they think I'm skinny, obviously I'm doing something right, so, but I'm not saying call them fat, do not do that. Just be supportive, like, don't mention their weight, unless you're a doctor. You're selfish. I've had someone tell me that, because of my eating disorders. You are selfish. Because you're making this drama that need to be made. They're not selfish. If they let you in, it's a cry for help. They want you to help them. Do not tell them they're selfish, because they are not. They have problems. Anorexia, just like any form of self-harm, is a mental problem. And I'm not saying lock them up in a sane asylum. I'm just saying try and help them be there for them. Sorry. But, yeah, that's it for this video. Comment down below if you have any more suggestions for another video like this, or if you want them broken up in more in depth into each one. Or if you just have a comment you want to share with me, like, hashtag no hate. But, yeah, that's it. I love you guys so much, and to all of you who struggle with mental illness or self-harm, okay, stay strong. Love you. I love you. I love you. And yeah,